Okay, let's solve one more absolute value inequality. Now remember that this is a mix of absolute value and inequalities, so we need to keep in mind that because it's an absolute value, we're probably going to need to consider two cases, and that because it's an inequality, we're not going to identify two specific answers, but rather a range of answers or a region of answers. So, first I want to isolate the absolute value expression so that I know I can be comfortable when I'm dividing this into two different problems and then solving it. So the first thing that I need to do is add 9 to both sides. So when I add 9, it eliminates the 9 on the left side, and on the right side I have 24. Now the second thing I need to do is divide by 3. When I divide by 3 on the left, it eliminates the 3, and when I divide by 3 on the right, I'm left with 8. Now that we're down to just the absolute value phrase, we're ready to split this absolute value. The first expression is written exactly as it appears, except without the absolute value signs. The second expression, we need to reverse the inequality and change the sign. I'm not circling it because I don't want to bring your attention to it. You've got to learn to be careful and work this step through. Whenever you introduce a negative, you reverse the relationship in an inequality. Now working on the left side, I need to subtract 6, and I see that 2x is less than 2, and I divide by 2 and discover that x is less than 1. Now working on the right side, I'm going to subtract 6 and have that 2x is greater than negative 14, and then I'm going to divide by 2 and have x is greater than negative 7. Now this time, once again, I have two answers, but if you'll notice, x is less than 1 and x is, or we could say x is greater than negative 7. What we're going to find here is that maybe our solution regions are going to overlap a little bit. So I put the important points on my number line. X is less than 1, so I need an open circle at 1 and go to the left. And x is greater than negative 7, so I need an open circle at negative 7, and we're going to the right. Now, it looks like these regions overlap. They run into each other. What I have is a closed segment here. So it looks like x is between these two. So carefully, I can write it so that it says negative 7 is less than x. This is what is on the right side, but notice I've written it the other way without changing anything. Is less than 1. You can make these kind of single statements like this.